Got a call last night from an old friend's wife, said I hate to bother you. Well, Johnny Ray fell off the wagon, he's been gone all afternoon.
So here we are back with another episode of Sounds Like Life with Darryl Worley, and that's me. We don't have a co-host tonight. Well, you could call Andy my co-host because he may come on and do some episodes with me, but here we are at Leatherwood Distillery, and I can't go into a whole bunch of detailed stuff about where all the names and what have you come from. Andy and I met because he's 5th Group Special Forces, tons of deployments. We got together to do a special line of spirits on the 20th anniversary of 9/11. We worked with a ton of different organizations. It was all about raising money for warriors and soldiers and special forces and anybody that we could help. We had, I think, 5 different spirits that we offered, and some of those things were. It's just very, very cool project that we had. He and I became friends. He found out that I love tequila. We got plans to do some pretty cool stuff. But when we first met, Leatherwood Distillery was down at exit 24 at Pleasant View.
Pleasant View, yeah.
And so we decided to come up here to the new location in Clarksville, Tennessee. And so I'm just going to kind of toss this over to you and let you tell us, what you guys do here. By the way, some of this stuff that's in here behind us looks a little different than what you had at the old location, dude. So, but I will say this. One of the coolest stories I ever heard about this guy was how he took Skittles and anything he get his hands on to create a batch, if you will, and made some, and did some distilling even in the war zone, which is a pretty cool thing. We may have to cut that out, I don't know. But if we do, point, you let me know and we'll edit. But just pretty amazing thing. So in other words, you were born to do it. So tell us what you do here, man.
All right, I'm Andy Lang. I'm the founder of Leatherwood Distillery. And so we opened our doors in 2017. That's the year I retired from the Army. I was a Green Beret for 26 years, 9 combat deployments. And like you said, I did this for a long time just for fun and just because I like doing it before I retired. And so we opened up in 2017 in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Our still was 120 gallons versus a 400-gallon system now.
That's amazing.
And we started, I started this distillery with almost no money. And everybody that I talked to was like, there's no way you can do that. It's not possible. I was like, that's all you had to tell me.
Right.
Tell me I can't do something.
Just throw a little rum on the fire.
Exactly. And I slaved it out for about 6 years.
Wow.
It was 16-hour days. I lived out in Van Leer, Texas, and I had a natural spring on the property. And I would bring 270-gallon totes of water from the spring every morning. So 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd be towing that 270 gallons in my stupid little Ford pickup truck, doing the Tennessee lean down the road.
Getting that, popping that wheelie.
Yeah, that truck didn't last long.
That's all right, man.
But everything I did, I tried to do the same way I did it when I was doing it in my garage for fun.
Sure.
I made a great product, and I wanted to stick with that, and that's been our goal ever since. We don't change anything. We buy bigger stills. We don't have our spring now, so I found a really awesome filtration system that brings the water back to basically RO water.
Me and you should talk about that because I got about 20 different monster springs on my property.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Haul it up here in a big old tanker and make some whiskey.
It's not a bad idea. Make tequila out of it too.
There you go.
Sorry, agave spirit.
Well, that's right.
Mexico.
Easy. We could call it not tequila.
There you go. Yeah.
Brought to you by Tony Barham.
So yeah, we 2017 we started with just making rum. We made a sugar shine. People that aren't in the industry don't really understand why things are called the way they're called.
Right.
There's all kinds of stupid laws on why you can and can't do something. But rum is any distilled spirit made from sugar.
Sure.
Sugar Shine is just a sugar rum.
Sure.
So that's what I was doing before. Did the same thing. We started out with clear rum, added a bunch of flavors. So for the first 2 years, we did just rum and flavored rums. And it was pretty cool. I mean, we were distributing in Nashville and Clarksville right off the bat.
Sure.
While all our other stuff was aging in barrels.
And they said you couldn't do it.
Yeah, can't do that.
Right?
So yeah, and the other thing is, I started Leatherwood, one, to give back to my community, the veterans, active duty, and I did that from day one. The Chapter 38 Special Forces Association, they supported me big time as I started.
Which is one of the organizations that we gave back to when we did our project.
Yep. They supported me through all their events and buying product and just putting the word out and connecting me with different people that could help. So right off the bat, any event they did, I would donate product, donate bottles for auctions, stuff like that. And that's always been the goal. I wanted to give back. I never really cared about making millions of dollars. As long as I was having fun, enjoying it, doing the process. That was it.
When Andy talks about giving back, it's not it's kind of like myself, my family, and my foundation. We don't draw boundary lines and say, well, this is all we can do. Andy's one of those guys that, if the giving back hurts, then it's just going to hurt because when we see there's a real need, he just makes it happen. So I know that about you just from our own experiences together, and there's been some of those things that we've done that hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But
hey, that's part of it.
Take it in stride, I guess.
It's also the learning process. Open a business. I mean, I went from being a Green Beret shooting dudes in the face to trying to run a business.
Yeah.
They don't teach you that in the Army.
Right. They just teach you how to not fail.
Right. That's it.
And that helps.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that was it. I had to trip over landmines here and there, but whatever. You get up, shake it off, and move on. So we've been lucky. Then a couple years ago, I was asked to be on the board of directors for Brothers Keeper Veteran Foundation.
Right.
And that's really taken off. One of the fastest growing nonprofits. And we support all veterans. All the guys on the board are pretty much special ops guys, but we don't only serve special ops guys. If you're in the military, period, we're going to help you. If you got a problem, that's what we're there for.
That's one of the things that I've noticed all along. And for people that don't know this, there's a bunch of really elite, specialized groups in the military, in every branch of the military. And someone who spent that many years in Special Forces, Green Beret, could, be specific and keep the efforts pointed toward those guys because they certainly need it and deserve it. But that's one of the things I noticed right off the bat from the get-go with you and your organization is that 9 times out of 10, you would have guys working here, and you still do, that were infantry or whatever, not just from those specialized groups.
Yeah.
And I think part of that probably comes from experiences you've had in the war zone where those guys have, they've proven their worth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Over and over. And so that's pretty cool, man. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, we call for help every once in a while.
I know some of those stories.
Yeah. And when you call the infantry, they show up in force. They scatter like ants. So,
I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm feeling a little bluesy. That's kind of what I grew up on. Well, the lawnmower's broke and the taxes due, and if I find another pig, I'm gonna come unglued. We got hand-me-down clothes and hand-me-down shoes. We got the big baby mama, here we go again. Hey, hey, baby, baby, let's go. Where we get the money, I don't know. One more baby's alright by me. Just add another limb to the family tree. Baby, whoa, where we get the money here, I don't know. But one more baby's alright by me. It's alright. It's alright now, baby. Just add another limb to the family tree. We'll just add another limb, baby. Family tree. We'll just add another limb to the family tree. Yeah.
Sounds Like Life is a Rivertown Media production. Hosted by Darryl Worley, produced and edited by Mike Murphy, talent manager Julianne Drennan, executive producers Paul and Ashley Perry.